the storm with your heart. Play the storm with your heart.
And one time. What is good, YouTube? This is your boy Aaron,
Brian,
and this is the Courtside View podcast. And today we are back again, and in the regular season NFL, great season, but
for some teams.
Yeah, for some teams.
I ain't gonna say no names though.
Yeah, we'll get into that later. And then there's a certain team that didn't handle the business on the last week. I'm not talking about my team. Yeah, we didn't handle our business, but there was another team. This guy's he's wearing the team's jersey. But yeah, we'll get to that sec. But
we'll get to that.
But before we go to just NFL, I wanted to just talk about Damar Hamlin and just the updates. And he was transferred to another hospital, but now he's able to go home. So that's a really good sign. Glad for his health, and hopefully he can make a recovery. And hopefully, there was I was on Twitter and I saw a video that Michael Parsons liked, and it was this podcast. And this guy, he was mentioning just what nobody's talking about when it comes to Damar Hamlin's situation and just the guaranteed money and the problems that comes with that, because he's a second-year player. I think you can only get a pension on your fifth year, something around that range, and he won't be eligible, which is unfortunate. But also the good news is that the Bills, I think they guaranteed his money.
Something like that.
I don't know if it's all his money on his contract, but they guaranteed some amount of money, which is really good. But at the end of the day, when it comes to a situation like that, and just the severity around that, we'll have to see. Hopefully he's able to get compensated, able to get some type of money. Hopefully he can make a full recovery and get back on the field, because I want him to get paid. It would be unfortunate that a guy that was starting in the league, a 6th-round pick, in 2021 6th-round pick, not able to play any more football and not be able to provide for his family. So just wanted to mention that. But, yeah, let's get to the NFL, right? And there's so much news that happened today, right? Wednesday, number one, Tua, he's officially going to be out because of concussion protocol.
Everyone knew this.
I'm glad that they announced he's going to be out. I didn't want him to play. It was going to be just a terrible situation if he plays. I think that he needs to recover and just sit out. It's his future. I know this is a very just dire situation for him because he's trying to prove himself. There's a lot of things that the Dolphins organization is going to have to figure out in the future when it comes to the quarterback position. They have Skylar Thompson is expected to start. So it's a really bad situation.
Bills get a first-round bye anyway.
Yeah, it's a really bad situation for the Dolphins. And then the All-Pro List Players Edition. Let me put that out there. Player, not the official. The Players Edition came out. First team All-Pro. We'll talk about that a little bit. He doesn't want to talk about it. But we're not going to avoid it. We're not going to avoid the elephant in the room, okay? And I feel like there's some other stuff.
They only did the first team?
I think so. I didn't see no second team because, that's all we were talking about on the group chat. But there was something else that Lamar Jackson,
okay,
right, and his availability. And I don't believe he was in practice today, which is a very interesting, very bad sign for the Ravens' playoff hopes if they want to have a chance in going further in the playoffs. Because we all know with Lamar Jackson's contract, him not having a deal, being on a 1-year deal, is this the end of Lamar Jackson in Baltimore?
They'll probably franchise tag him.
But will he remain there? He did say there was a report coming out. I saw it.
Well, he's not going to play.
He's not going to play under a tag. So do you think that this is the end of the Lamar Jackson era in Baltimore?
Yes. Why would I want to play for them? They haven't done anything that helped me out. I've been saying, look, we need help. We don't have no receivers. And what do they continue to do? Nothing. Then you sign Roquan Smith to the biggest linebacker contract while I'm here unpaid? Man, come on, son.
It's crazy because you know, the Ravens in the past, they're a class organization. They are one of those organizations that pay their players. Remember Joe Flacco?
Yeah.
The year after he won the Super Bowl, they gave him his contract. Ray Lewis, they gave him a contract. Ed Reed, they gave him a contract. But when Lamar Jackson's situation is different for some reason, and I think that it comes down to what the Ravens are looking at when it comes to just the quarterback market, the teams that paid their quarterbacks an enormous amount of money, and how that came back to bite them. Broncos, Packers, the Cardinals, Browns. So it's – and then also Lamar Jackson's health can be a bit of a question mark.
Which is their fault, by the way.
It is. It is part of the fault because they didn't surround him with the right pieces. I think didn't they have Orlando Brown? Was he a Raven?
He was, but they didn't want to pay him, so they let him go.
Yeah, they let him go, and then
I heard he ain't been playing that good.
Yeah,
so.
and then was it the guy that they drafted a couple of years ago? I forgot his name. He was offensive lineman. I think he's a right tackle, or is he a left tackle? I forgot his name, but he got injured. He had I don't know if it was Achilles or ACL. It was a major injury that he had to come back from. But Ravens. It's just a bad look. It's just bad. They're well coached, but the offensive coordinator, he needs to go. But it seems like he's going to remain. It's just a bad situation overall, and it's crazy that they're still in the playoffs. With all this going on, they're still in the playoffs. Pretty much mainly because of Lamar. Let's be for real. But they're still in the playoffs, and we'll have to see. I wonder what team is going to try to trade for Lamar. That'll be the interesting thing.
If I'm the Lions, I'm trading one of them first-round picks to get Lamar.
I don't. Will they have the money?
Yeah, they got the money.
They got the money.
Who they paying? Jared Goff getting his money, but
I don't know the cap space situation. I need to look at the cap space situation, but
they'd have to offer Jared Goff.
Yeah, they probably have to offer Jared Goff, but Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears.
Okay,
I'm just saying. I'm throwing that out there. You never know. They have the number one
Jets.
pick. They have the number one pick. They have all that cap space.
They probably want to trade with Indianapolis, get their first round, so they can have 2 first-round picks.
Think about this. So okay, Bears have the number one pick. You give it to the Ravens, right? You get Lamar Jackson. They have all that cap space, and then maybe you can sign a couple more pieces. You have an enormous amount of cap space. You can sign a couple more pieces. I'm just saying.
What you gonna do with Justin Fields? Just have him on the bench?
No, trade him to Baltimore.
Trade.
Yeah, trade him to Baltimore.
The GM said Justin Fields is the guy. So
okay,
Ryan Poles.
Okay,
I think. Yeah.
All right. I mean, I like Justin Fields. Don't get me wrong. I think he's gonna be a good quarterback. I'm just saying, Lamar Jackson MVP.
You gotta let Justin Fields develop.
Okay, all right.
The Jets is something.
Jets that is something. But I'm just throwing that out there. And they fired the Jets fired their offensive coordinator, Mike LaFleur.
Good.
Yeah.
A lot of people got fired. Did the Steelers fire Matt Canada?
I don't think so.
Everybody.
Scott Turner got fired.
Shoot.
Not Ron Rivera. He should have been fired too. But that's a different discussion for another day. But yeah, let's get down to the nitty gritty. Let's get down to the real stuff.
It's the playoffs, people.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. Before that, let's still remain to the topic at hand in the regular season, the end of regular season. Then we'll get to the playoffs. All right, I got a hot take.
Oh Lord. Okay, what's the hot take?
I gotta talk about my man Aaron Rodgers.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and announce it. Go ahead and announce the thing.
All right, y'all. Aaron has a hot take. I no longer exist in this moment. The floor is his.
Yes, I am on the hot seat right now, and the reason why I'm on the hot seat is because I feel like what I'm about to say will be. I would say there's some. So I've heard some people say the same thing, but me being a Packers fan, being an Aaron Rodgers fan, I think that this will surprise some people, and it might start some controversy. So, Aaron Rodgers, he needs to go. It's time. Him, and the organization, it's not going to work. No matter how good a relationship they have, I think that their time together is over. And I'll explain why. Aaron Rodgers, he's not that same guy. It's obvious, very obvious. He can't make the same throws. He can't scramble as he once was. The offense, just look at the offense. Just look at the game. Look at the Detroit Lions and the Packers and their offenses and just compare the two. I'm just the play calling. And tell me that you aren't concerned as a Packer fan, as somebody that has watched the Packers for the past 5 years. It's night and day. And part of that reason, I believe, is that Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback. The Packers organization has enabled Aaron Rodgers to get whatever he wants. And that includes play calling. That includes whatever he wants. And I think that Matt LaFleur, if he wants to become a really good coach, I believe that Aaron Rodgers is going to have to go because I think that he's handcuffed. Am I the biggest fan of Matt LaFleur? No, I'm not a fan of Matt LaFleur at all. Some of the run plays that he calls for A.J. Dillon, I'm scratching my head because he's a power back. Why are you running these sort of plays that are for more of a speed type of back like Aaron Jones? I don't get it. And then some of the plays he ran last week was very concerning. But I think that in order for Matt LaFleur, in order for this organization to grow, I think that Aaron Rodgers needs to go. They need to get away from the ghost of Aaron Rodgers because he is handcuffing them. They've given him everything he wants, but it's just not panning out. These past 3-4 years, he's been choking in the biggest of moments. When you need him the most, he's just been choking. And it's time that Aaron Rodgers goes and either retires or trade him to another team because I just think that they're not – we've seen the ceiling, and it's not going to win you a Super Bowl, in my opinion, at this day and age. So it's time for Aaron Rodgers to go. If I am the Packers, I'm getting on the phone. Beep. Hey, Raiders, give us the 7th pick and whatever other picks, and you can have Aaron Rodgers. And that's what I'm doing. Now, if they believe in Jordan Love, okay, let Jordan Love have the reins. But if you don't believe in Jordan Love, get some picks from the Raiders. Make an offer to the Chicago. I know Chicago Bears is the rivals. Try to make an offer for the Chicago Bears, get the number 1 pick, draft a quarterback. What you can't do is have Aaron Rodgers remain as the starting quarterback for the Packers because it's not going to work. And that contract is massive for a guy at his age. So I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. I don't care if you agree, cool. If you disagree, whatsoever. But that's how I feel. And Aaron Rodgers is still my favorite quarterback. But as a Packer fan, I have to acknowledge that he needs to go. All right.
Man,
How you feel?
oh,
How you
man.
feel? How you feel about it? What do you think?
I mean, there might be truth to that. You know, because how many times do we have to see the same story before, you know, we stop reading the book?
Exactly.
And it's just like, well, recently we have a chance to do something, and then he chokes, or the team just folds. Mm-hmm. And then all you had to do was beat a Lions team that really didn't have much to play for besides being petty, and you couldn't do it at your home field.
I was watching the film not too long, a few hours ago. I was watching the film of the game, and again, it wasn't. You could say, okay, you can blame the offensive line. You can blame, okay, the receivers weren't getting open. They weren't getting separation. You could blame the fact that the receivers, they were dropping passes. The running backs were dropping passes. But at the end of the day, Aaron Rodgers, 7 years ago, he would still find a way to win that game. Aaron Rodgers in his prime, he would still find a way to win that game. For crying out loud, against the Cowboys in 2016 in the playoffs, this dude's best player on offense was Jared Cook. and he still found a way to win the game. And he had an awful defense. He's 39 years old. He's out of his prime. He needs to go somewhere where they have the weapons that he wants. They have veteran players that he doesn't have to teach, doesn't have to like really do OTAs with, have to have sort of a get a whole lot of chemistry with, because he doesn't want to practice in the off season. He doesn't want to do all that stuff anymore. So it's time to move on, just like they did with Favre 15 years ago. It's time. And then I think another thing that I have to mention, the fact that he's mentioning retirement, all this other stuff, I think that demoralizes the team, his teammates. I think the organization is tired of hearing it. I feel like him getting out of there and sort of starting fresh, getting a new quarterback under center, I think that'll help the young players. And in the future, I think that it will eventually be for the best, in my opinion.
Yeah.
How you feel about my idea of calling the Raiders and saying, "Hey, we'll trade you Aaron Rodgers. Give us your first round pick, this year's first round pick, and maybe a few more picks."
I actually like that idea.
Yeah, because think about this, because Devontae Adams, you saw that
Yeah.
tweet. You saw that tweet.
He posted the score of the game. Why he blurred out the score like it was nudity or something?
Hey, I'm telling you, Devontae Adams wants his quarterback back. He did that experiment, the whole college experience.
Yeah.
It did not work. I'm telling you, Devontae Adams will
That'd
be
be so
open.
weird seeing Aaron Rodgers in the Raiders uniform.
You gotta.
And I think we gotta play them next year too.
I think that's the best case scenario for the Packers. Trade Aaron Rodgers to the Raiders, get the first round pick, maybe a couple more picks. I don't know if you'll get another first rounder since he's 39, but get a few more picks and then just build off of that. They still have a solid foundation. They have young receivers that have potential, but they still need more. And you have Jordan Love, who, yeah, he's up for a contract, but he's not going to demand a whole lot. You can still build on. And he showed promise that one game against the Eagles. I know it was a small sample size, but you can build something. I think there may be something there. And if not, try to trade up to get a quarterback in the draft.
Draft Will Levis. Like,
Don't say that. Don't put that in here. But let's transition. I don't want to talk too much about the Packers. Aaron Rodgers, and let's talk about the games. Let's get to the games. Week 18, and let's get down to it. Let's see.
Indeed.
Let's get down to the week 18, and we'll go to the Saturday games first. Chiefs and Raiders. I had money on this game. I was kind of disappointed, but I thought Patrick Mahomes was going to get 300 yards this game. I was wrong.
What he had, like 200?
Yeah, 200 and something, but he had 300. And I want to mention something, because people in the comments, I posted a short whatever talking about I was worried about the Chiefs whatever, and all these Patrick Mahomes fanboys, Chiefs fanboys, gonna be in the comments talking crazy that what I said. Because I think I said that I'm not as confident in the Chiefs, and the Bills have been playing better than them. The Bengals have been playing better than them. And they were like, "What are you talking about? The Bills haven't been playing better than the Chiefs." And I'm like, what have you been watching? They literally almost lost to the Texans, almost lost to the Broncos twice. What are we talking about here? What do you mean? And Patrick Mahomes threw 3 interceptions against Broncos. What are we talking about? The Bills, have they played the greatest of competition? No. Have they played the best they could? No. But they played better than the Chiefs. So all these Chiefs fanboys, Chiefs fans, and then also my Travis Kelce take. He was like, "What do you expect Travis Kelce to get 1,800 yards?" Dummy. No, I did not say that at all. I'm just saying that he's been inconsistent ever since the Bengals game. That's what I'm saying. And last week, what happened? He had like maybe under 50 yards, I think it was. So was my take wild? No. So, yeah, all you people trying to sound like I ain't know what I'm talking about. No, you guys don't know what you're talking about. But anywho, how'd you feel about just the game overall? First of all, Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah, he looked terrible. How I feel about the game? I ain't even watched that much of the game. I was like, this game doesn't matter. I'm not going to sit up here and watch. I even missed the little trick play that they did doing the ring around the Rosie.
That was crazy.
And the refs hating called it back, even though it was a touchdown.
Nah, check this out, because they called it back and then they scored again.
Yeah, like they scored the very next play. Like, what the heck?
That was a touchdown. I'm gonna call it a touchdown.
Yeah,
Screw the refs. Screw the refs.
You know, Chiefs locked up the number 1 seed.
Mm-hmm.
Game is game. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
we'll have to
pretty
see.
much. Sure. People. Oh, I don't know who said this, but they were like, "Oh, Jarrett Stidham could be. He can compete for the starting job next year." I don't know who said that. What analyst said that? But that was blasphemous. Just off of one game, as we all know, one game does not determine if somebody should start or not. Look at Gardner Minshew.
Bruh.
If you don't have a lot of film on a quarterback, they'll surprise somebody. But then once they get the film, you're not going to be surprising nobody anymore. So, yeah, that was blasphemous. But, yeah, let's not go in deep into it. Oh, let's go to the next game. Let's go to the Jaguars and the Titans game. How did you feel about the outcome of that game?
Everyone knew the Jags was going to win. The Titans just didn't have enough dudes. No real QB. The play calling was bleh. Derrick Henry can't do everything on offense, so I don't think anyone was surprised. Trevor Lawrence played very mediocre.
Mm-hmm. It was anticlimactic, just the ending, because what was it? Joshua Dobbs, I think that's his name. He threw a pick six, I believe it was. I think it was a pick six.
He threw a check down on like 4th and 13. Like, what is he doing?
Yeah, that was. Oh yeah. That was the previous. That was a previous drive, but yeah,
I think he did throw it. He did,
but that wasn't the game.
Right.
That wasn't like the last drive. So yeah, I think it was the previous drive. He threw a pick six, and I was just like, bro, what are you doing? But that game was about the defense. I don't think the running game really did much that game. It was just about the defense, really. Trevor Lawrence, he didn't have to really do much. He just managed the game, and that's been sort of the formula the past few weeks, ever since the Cowboys game. He doesn't have to put on the Superman cape. He could just rely on the running game, rely on the defense, and go from there, because people are just crowning him because of a few really good throws. And I'm just like, huh? Like, I get it. He's shown a lot of promise. But let's not act like he's putting on a Superman cape like Justin Herbert, like Josh Allen and some of these guys, and he's carrying the team. Like, it's on him. Like, no. He's just doing enough. Like, against the Jets, Zach Wilson was starting at quarterback, and they had a guy that was on the practice squad come in, take Zach Wilson's spot, and he almost got the game close. Let's not put too much praise into Trevor Lawrence. That's just crazy to me. But overall, like you said, they just didn't have the guys.
Yep.
At the end of the day, and the
Coach
Jags won.
team, but you need more dudes.
Pretty much. I'm glad they're not in the playoffs. I'm glad the Titans are not in the playoffs, because
we've had enough for the Titans.
Yes, the pack is up. Thank God. So let's go to Sunday. Lions and Packers. I'm not gonna lie,
salute to the Lions, man. You defeated a great evil in this league and nation.
Man, whatever. Well, your day is coming. Your day's coming.
Okay, we're gonna see.
All right.
About
Well,
that.
yeah, Lions and Packers. I wasn't shocked.
I was shocked the league did the right thing and didn't allow the Green Bay Packers in the playoffs. Good job, Roger Goodell.
I wasn't shocked from this point, because when we were picking the game, in my mind, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I went with my heart, because I just couldn't say it. I couldn't admit that the Packers were going to lose, but Was I surprised? No. And I told you this in the group chat. I told people this in the group chat. You were like, oh, you're doing the same thing I'm doing. I'm telling you, giving me flashbacks of the Niners game. Just Aaron Rodgers' inability to move down the field, get points, get touchdowns, field goal after field goal, defense carrying them, not running the ball effective. Well, I wouldn't say effectively, but just not running the ball when it matters most. Like the last drive. Throw. There was the last drive, he threw the ball to Allen Lazard. It wasn't even close. Christian Watson was open. He could have thrown the ball to the tight end, to Tanyan. Those two guys were open, but he threw to Allen Lazard.
That's the one that got picked.
No, that was the one that was he threw to the out of bounds. Like he was way off. Like it wasn't even close. And I'm just like, what are you doing? And then second down, I forgot who he threw it to. Maybe it was to AJ Dillon or something. And then I think third down was the play he picked.
Okay.
He got picked. And that was to Christian Watson. That was just way off. Like, bro, what are you doing? First of all, he tried to throw it to the sideline, right? But it wasn't even close. Now I understand there was pressure, but bro, come on. And this is why I'm saying, it's time to let him go. It's time to trade him because he's just not that same guy. Because 7 years ago, Aaron Rodgers would make that play. He'd be super accurate. And so, talk about the Lions. How did you feel about just the Lions? You talked about you were happy that they beat Aaron Rodgers because you don't like Aaron Rodgers. But just from an objective perspective, how did you feel about the Lions? And also talk about their future because they have a bright future. Talk about that as well.
I will not be surprised if the Lions make the playoffs next year. But they also need Ben Johnson to stay because he's the mastermind behind that offense. He ran – it was a play. It's like they threw like a little bubble screen to Amon-Ra, but then he like tipped the ball back to Swift. I've never seen nothing like that before.
Crazy.
I was like, Kellen Moore, you need to write that down immediately. But yeah, man, the Lions, they like they said, their motto was grit, and that team is just that's a tough team.
They got heart.
Yeah.
Remember, I'm gonna take credit. I said before the season, the Lions sleeper team. I'm just saying, I said this before the season, and I was right because I saw the formula. I saw Dan Campbell. I was like, this looks kind of good. The offense is kind of nice. People didn't want to believe me because they were like, oh, Jared Goff. Jared
Goff actually played pretty good this year.
He looked really good this year. I think that the Giants, do they have a top five?
Daniel Jones?
No.
The Giants?
Not the Giants.
The Lions?
The Lions, they have.
I think so. I think
pick.
they do because the Rams lost.
Well, they have a top 10 pick. So whoever they draft,
defense. Please draft defense.
That's gonna be good. They have a really bright future.
Imagine if they had Will Anderson rushing on the other side of Hutch.
Let me tell you something.
Aiden Hutchinson is really good. People say he was going to be a bust. Y'all are stupid.
Let me tell you something. The Lions, that win against the Packers, it's a big deal. That they might be turning the tide. The division might not be. It might be the Lions now, because they beat the Vikings. They destroyed the Vikings, and I think the first time it was a close game. Chicago, they still have a lot to deal with as well. Might be the Lions' time. I'm just saying.
About time.
I'm just saying. So yeah. Let's get down to the next game. I don't want to get too far into it, but Falcons and Buccaneers. Buccaneers, they weren't really playing for.
They actually rested their guys.
Yeah, it was not much to be said. So
Tom Brady was mad that left switch pulled him.
Yeah. But be on the safe side. You're not going to get a higher seed, so you might as well just be on the safe side. You got some reps.
You should be all right going into Monday.
Yeah, we'll have to see. But Bills and Patriots. Now, listen. Let's talk about that game. Bills and Patriots. You tweeted some stuff. You texted some stuff in the group chat. I want you to sort of talk about those kick returns. How'd you feel about it?
All I'm going to say is that was way too convenient. That's all I'm going to say. That kick return was way too convenient.
Why
They
you
haven't
say
had they
that?
haven't had a kickoff return in 3 years.
3 years and 3 months.
Like, come on, son. This is just bolstering my argument. I'm not gonna say what that argument is for safety, for my own safety and reputation. But hey, man, if you know, you know. But yeah, the Patriots they failed Mac Jones, freaking Matt Patricia. Everyone knew this was a failure from the jump. I'm surprised they even won 8 games.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man, it's just bad.
Man.
Why is Mac Jones throwing 40 times? Like, he threw 3 interceptions. Oh goodness.
Yeah, it was bad. They were close though. It was a close game for
But
a
then
minute.
kick return, that second kick return increased the gap.
Yep. That's what really got the game out of hand was when Nyheim Hines, he came in with that second one, and it was just like, it was meant to be.
Yep.
That's all you can really say. Josh Allen, he did his thing, and the Bills, I think they're the second seed.
Yep. They
And
play Miami.
That's pretty
a
much a
bye
first
week,
round
yeah.
bye. Yeah, that too. God. Yeah, man. We'll leave it at that. Let's
Yep.
go to the Vikings and the Bears game. Not much to be said.
Yeah, Justin Fields wasn't playing, so who
And,
cares?
Yeah, really much. It was just, let's talk about the Bears. Get a number 1 pick.
Man, Lovie Smith is an evil genius. He said, y'all gonna fire me? Fine, y'all ain't getting that number 1 pick.
Yeah.
That is the most genius thing I've ever seen in my life.
I love it.
Real supervillain.
Yes, Chicago. It was bound to happen that a conversation was going to be had about should the Chicago Bears draft a quarterback?
No.
I knew this was going to happen. The blasphemy, the unmitigated goal to even say that the Chicago Bears, matter of fact, even have a question, even question it, is blasphemous that they should draft a quarterback, right? And then it being Bryce Young. Listen, I'm a Bryce Young fan. I believe he's QB1. But this is Chicago. This is the Windy City. It's cold. It's freezing temperatures. It's windy. You can't have an undersized quarterback in those temperatures. That's not ideal. And he's small. No.
Yep.
No, you can't do that. And then the offensive line still needs to rebuild. You cannot do that to Bryce Young. Give Justin Fields the pieces. Rebuild with Fields. Do that. Don't get on this whole wave of, we got the number 1 pick, so let's draft the quarterback and trade Justin Fields. No, don't do that. Just
trade. If they don't trade back that pick, they'd be foolish.
build what you have. You have a bunch of cap space. You have the draft capital. Do that, and you'll be fine. Justin Fields, he's fine. He just needs the requisite pieces and a full offseason to develop. And I'm telling you, you have a bright future. So, yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. I think that the Colts will probably
They probably will. 'Cause I think the GM said they see a QB that they would move earth to get. So
Commanders, make a move. Try to trade. Do something.
they're not.
They're stupid.
They're
They're
not.
dumb.
They're not.
They're dumb. They should remember what the Rams did. I think they traded like 3 first-round picks.
Yeah, they
Something
traded from
like
like
that.
16 to 1 to get Jared Goff.
Yeah, the Commander need to do that. They need to do something. They can't just stand back and just keep going through all these mid-tier quarterbacks. It's not gonna work. Get Derek Carr. It's not gonna work. Get Jimmy Garoppolo. It's not gonna work. Get whoever it is. It's not gonna work. I'm just saying, but they want to keep doing that. They should have traded. I said this in the past. They should have traded up to get Justin Fields, but no. I don't even know who they got.
Jamin Davis.
Who's not even playing for real.
I think he's hurt. He actually played. He improved pretty well this year, but I think he might have got hurt.
Dumb. Just dumb. But anywho,
They can't draft.
yeah, they can. Well, they
They okay.
D-line's
They
pretty
did draft
good.
John.
Yeah.
Oh, the for real, the Bulls better use that cap space and get Deron Payne, because I think he's a free
Bears?
agent. Yeah, I said the Bears.
Should have said the Bulls.
Both Chicago teams, but
yeah, you're right about that one.
the Bulls might be able to use them too. Shoot,
They do. Yeah, they do need some help. But anywho, let's get to the Bengals and Ravens game. Not much said.
Yeah.
Ravens were depleted. They didn't have Lamar Jackson.
They had Anthony Brown starting,
bro.
and not the cornerback Anthony Brown.
Yeah, I was like, third string quarterback. What is going on? So yeah, it was nothing really be said. The celebration from Joe Mixon doing a coin flip. I was like, whoa. I was like, okay, get a little spicy. Okay. I mean, I didn't have no problem with it.
That just cost y'all the Super Bowl, by the way.
Yeah. Well, I ain't have no problem with the celebration, unlike somebody that's trying to save face. But we ain't gonna get to that. Ew, Texans and Colts. This one was hilarious.
Colts put up a masterclass tank job. I've never seen no tanking. Son, hit the player caused the fumble on his own guy. Like, I've never seen anything like that.
This was so funny, bro. Like,
That man essentially, like, he team killed. Like, friendly fire. Like, what is going on?
I can't believe
It was like, you could tell, there was like, someone lose. Like, that was a hilarious game.
Nah.
I always watched. I kept seeing it pop up on Red Zone. I said, "This is the most outrageous game I've ever seen."
that was so funny. Oh my god, the Texans are hilarious. Lovie Smith is hilarious.
Not only did he go for they scored a touchdown. Then he said, "We're going for 2."
Middle finger to you guys.
Yeah, man.
Listen, the Texans are a disgrace. They're a disgraceful organization. The fact that they hired 2 black coaches, fired them in 1 year, 1 season, is disgraceful. And then to have them with arguably the worst roster in football. You can't say enough just how bad of a situation it is in Houston right now. And understand, listen, Deshaun Watson, he's a lot of things, but you can understand why he wanted out. The organization is terrible. DeAndre Hopkins, he got out. He wanted out. J.J. Watt, he got out of there. There's a reason for it. These guys don't know what they're doing, and it's a good thing that they fire. I don't think they fired the GM yet, but they're on the verge. There's a report that they're on the verge of firing, so we'll have to see about that one. But they need to just fire everybody, clean slate, and draft a quarterback and go from there because it's just not a good situation. On the Colts side of things, because they tanked, because they were purposely losing, they got a better pick.
What, they got the 4th?
Fifth pick.
5th?
I think
it was
so.
the 4th.
Fourth or fifth, whatever it is, better position to trade to get number 1 pick. So it's good for the Colts. Let's go to the Panthers and Saints. Nothing really much here.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares about this game? Panthers won 10-7.
The Saints should have won. Y'all gave the Eagles a top 10 pick. What is wrong with y'all?
Disgusting.
They better not get Joey Porter. I'm going to be so mad.
Steelers and Browns. And this game comes down to just Mike
Browns
Tomlin.
stink.
This comes down to, we already know the Browns stink. This comes down to just Mike Tomlin's brilliance. His ability to get the best out of any roster that he has at his disposal. And you just got to salute Mike Tomlin. They almost made the playoffs. I think it came down to just the Dolphins.
If the Dolphins would have lost,
yeah,
they would have been in.
They'd be in, so... Salute to Mike Tomlin, another winning season after just a dreadful start of the year with a rookie quarterback.
Once T.J. Watt got back.
Yep. Just went up, and they can build something from it. And Pittsburgh, they got a bright future. George Pickens next year, he's going to be a really hot.
George Pickens would have helped my team so much.
Oh, my God. Yes, he would have. He really would have.
We would have went to the Super Bowl.
Man. And then like... next year in fantasy, George Pickens, he's going to be a hot pick. He's going to be a very hot
Deontay
pick.
Johnson looking funny in the light. He dropped a few passes. I was like, oh.
Yeah, 0 touchdowns.
Yeah, and what, 100 and something targets or catches something? Yeah.
I think he's the first to ever do that.
Give me that contract back, brother.
Mm-hmm. Broncos and Chargers. Listen, let's talk about this. Brandon Staley. I'm looking.
Oh
at
yeah,
you.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
you know what? I'll let you go because you have been more sort of. You had more
Like
criticism.
I legit don't understand. It took them 18 years to take the starters out the game. Now Mike Williams had to get carted off the freaking field because you're trying to play your starters in a meaningless game where you cannot move up in the I don't understand. What is Brandon Staley doing? Is he trying to get fired?
I think so. I think that's what he is.
Like, is there any update on Mike Williams? Is he fine?
I believe they said it was something sore maybe. It wasn't a big issue. So I think he'll be able to play.
Okay, well, that's good. But, like, good grief. Like, dog, give it a rest.
Yes.
Just you live to see the playoffs. That was so dumb. Your team is finally getting healthy and you risk them by playing a meaningless game?
Yeah, they should have just played Herbert the first quarter, get his legs, get him making sure that he's still in condition.
Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
Hey, man.
I'll say
Russ
this.
ain't look half bad.
Yeah, he looked all right.
Maybe Nathaniel Hackett was the issue. Maybe Russ could still cook up. I don't know.
I don't know. Just the way that
I
he
don't know.
was
Maybe
looking.
he's not completely cooked food. I don't know.
I'm not gonna say all that. What I will say is that Brandon Staley, if you don't win this playoff, if you don't beat the Jags,
oh yeah, you're done.
That job
done.
of yours,
Sean Payton gonna be on the way.
That job security might be looking very bad. So, especially last year. Remember the Raiders? Remember you beat the Raiders, you get in the playoffs.
Yep.
And you screwed that up.
They was going to tie it too.
Yeah, you screwed that up.
But then they called a timeout and they said, "Okay, we gonna win then."
Mm-hmm. So yeah, your job is in jeopardy if you don't win that game against the Jacksonville Jaguars. So yeah, let's go to
49ers, Cardinals. 49ers beat the dog. You know
nothing
what?
Really much to be said. Brock Purdy, he's still doing it. We'll have to see the
Seahawks,
playoffs.
Rams, Baker Mayfield. You cost the Lions a playoff spot.
Pretty much.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
It's unfortunate.
No one wants to see the Seahawks against the 49ers. That's going to be a freaking blowout.
Pretty much.
I hope not, but
yeah, I hope not either. But
come on, man.
Yeah, I like Geno. I'm glad. I'm happy for Geno and his success. But
like, come on,
I don't
want
to see the Seahawks.
If it was any team that came in in the 7th seed that could knock off the 49ers, it was the Lions.
Mm-hmm. Eagles and Giants. This one.
Hey, man. Say, man.
What?
Got a little close towards the end.
It did get a little close, but I'm glad that the Eagles were able to prevail. They got the number 1 seed and home field advantage. Why are you making that face?
Is Nick Sirianni an idiot?
Why?
They threw 35 times with the injured quarterback and only ran 34. What the? And Jalen Hurts had 9 carries. Was they trying to get him hurt? What were they doing out there?
I don't know. That's a great question. You tell me, because I don't got the answers.
Wow. Yeah,
You're going to have to ask Nick Sirianni that. But, anywho, then the final game. Commanders and Cowboys. I'll let you have the floor.
Okay, let's start. Where do I start? Okay, QB1 played like crap. Wide receivers couldn't get separation. Defense actually played pretty well, but we kept giving them short field. Special teams was abysmal. A muffed punt. The punter dropped the ball. Kevontae Turpin dropped the ball. And then when we finally did score a touchdown, Maher missed his first extra point of the year. That was just like, bruh, y'all could have just stayed home at this. Y'all could have just forfeited the game if y'all was going to come and play like that. And which is crazy, you know how many times we did play action that game? 3 times. We did no motion. We motion CD in and we do all that. We ain't do none of that. It's like Jason Garrett. They let Jason Garrett call the plays again for one last time. Because that's what it looked like. I was like, am I watching Jason Garrett and Scott Linehan offense? It's like they thought they could come into Washington against a division rival, play the most bland offense ever and win. Like y'all are not like Stat. Y'all don't have the talent. Good grief, that was such a bad.
I don't like the Cowboys. Y'all messed up my parlay. I just need you guys to win the game.
I don't know why you bet on us.
I had you guys in the money line. You guys.
I don't know why you did that.
That
was silly.
Silly.
You should have just. I would have told you not to bet on us.
It's the Commanders.
I would have told you not to.
The Commanders.
I would have told you not to bet
Ron
on us.
Rivera and Scott Turner.
I would have said
Sam Howell as the quarterback. You guys lose. That was an abysmal performance like I haven't seen this year. Oh my gosh. You guys
blame Kellen Moore.
Blame Kellen Moore. Always scapegoat. Dak Prescott was awful.
I said he was trash.
He was off, and you're wearing his jersey. The audacity, the unmitigated goal.
We'll get to that.
To wear the Dak Prescott jersey after what he did, I think he's tied with Davis Mills for the most interceptions, and he only played 12 games. That is a disgrace.
7 picks off the wide receiver's
That is
hands.
a disgrace.
7 picks off the
Disgusting.
wide receiver's hands.
Disgusting. And you have the nerve to wear his jersey
7
today.
picks off the wide receiver's hands. What is he supposed to do?
Unbelievable. Not throw to Noah Brown.
So who is he going to throw it to? Nobody?
Throw it to the dirt.
Okay. Sure.
Okay? Throw it to himself. Don't
Do
throw
y'all
it to
hear
Noah
the
Brown.
logic of these people?
Why
He
are
just said throw the ball to the dirt instead of an open receiver. They're in the NFL for a reason. Catch the ball.
Then catch the ball. But he can't. So why do you trust somebody who can't catch the ball?
Because they're open. These are professional athletes. Catch the ball.
So these are professional athletes, but he can't catch the ball. So he shouldn't be in the league then. If he can't catch the ball, why are you throwing to a guy who shouldn't even be in the league? What you mean?
Look at the front office. Do you think Dak picked these players?
Man, what? No, bro. No, bro.
Y'all have the worst logic ever.
Bro. No, if he's gonna keep doing this stuff, dropping passes left and right, don't even look his way, bro. Don't even look his way. That's all I gotta say.
But thing is, he's had games where he's looked good, but then other times just like, what are you doing, dude?
He's looked good.
Yeah.
How many games was that?
It was a handful.
A handful
against Jacksonville before that.
How many weeks? How many weeks of the season do we have? Like 18, 17 weeks, and you're telling me a handful of games you should trust him off of a handful of games?
But this is the worst logic I've ever heard.
No, it's not, because all he does is sell.
Okay. So what is he just supposed to do? Take up space on the field? Even if he's open, don't throw him the ball because he could drop it?
Yes.
That is the sorriest.
Yes.
If that's the case,
especially if he's tightly covered.
He wasn't tight. First of all, the one he dropped, that was like, he wasn't tightly covered. He was wide open.
He was wide open.
Yes.
Okay, whatever you say. I'm just saying, the dude, you clearly can't trust him.
So tell the coaches don't put him on the freaking field.
Okay, Dak should do that. But does he do it?
No, because he's not that type of player.
Oh, well, then that's his problem.
Okay, whatever. So now his teammates being bums is his problem.
Yes.
When it's the front office and the coaching staff that constructs the roster and shows
he needs to go up to the coach. He needs to go to that offense. Peyton Manning did it.
Is Dak Peyton Manning?
Peyton Manning did, but they paid him all that money, right? So he should have some sort of autonomy, have some sort of, I guess you could say, some sort of influence to be able to go up to the coaches and say, hey, this guy's not getting it done. Let's put in somebody else.
Who we gonna put in there?
Jalen Tolbert, at least. See what he can do.
That's where I'm at with it. Like, he can't be that bad.
See what he can do.
Like, at least he can run. Like, shoot, give him a shot. I mean, if we go down, whatever. But like,
you guys, right? The corners, right? You benched what was his name? Because he was playing bad.
Kelvin Joseph?
Yes, you benched him, right? Because he was playing bad.
He gave up 4 touchdowns in like 2 games.
Why can't you do that for Noah Brown? Why can't you put in somebody else in? But why? Because Dak needs to let his voice be heard and tell these coaches, listen, I can't do it with this guy no more.
He should, but he's not. He's not that type of QB, unfortunately.
Well, that's your quarterback.
Yep.
Unfortunately. But anywho, I don't want to get too deep into it because we need to talk about this week. The super wild card weekend. You know what I'm saying? Super wild card weekend. And we got the slate of games. Let's make our picks. And let's go with the first one. Let's
the season went by so quick.
It really did. It was a very.
I'm gonna enjoy every second of these playoffs, win or lose, season. Because we ain't gonna have football for 8 months.
So yeah, let's go to picking the games.
With regular season NBA, is that what we're gonna have to cover now?
Yep, that's what we're gonna have to do. And it's been a really good season, so I don't know why you all crying and stuff.
Oh, brother,
stop crying. Okay.
Whatever.
Seahawks and 49ers. I have the 49ers winning this game.
Everyone in America has the 49ers, except for the superstitious bettors that looks at the spread. 10 points spread. Yeah, give me the 49ers. Come on, son.
Next game on the list. Chargers and Jags. Who do you got?
The Chargers.
You got the Chargers.
Unless Brandon Staley gets out-coached. But I have a feeling that the Chargers take this one. But there has to be an upset.
I'm going to go with the Chargers for this reason. I'm still not a big believer in Trevor Lawrence. All he had to do was game manage, make a couple of good throws, and that's that. The defense, the running game. I don't know in these conditions that he's ready. Now, Justin Herbert, you could say, well, he hasn't been in these moments either. But I've seen Justin Herbert, right, in not great conditions before in the regular season. And he had to carry the team on his back and win the game. Trevor Lawrence, on the other hand, he hasn't had to do that much. Against the Cowboys, one time. That's about it. So I'm going to go with the Chargers in this situation. They're a veteran team. They're hungry. They're healthy. They have more talent, in my opinion. Go with the Chargers on this one. But it will be a close game.
Probably.
I do believe it will be a close game.
It will probably be close.
I can't wait to see. It's going to be great to see. Dolphins and Bills.
Bills by 30.
Bills easily. No Tua. Maybe if Tua was in there, I think it would be more competitive. But Bills by a mile. Giants and Vikings.
I'm not going to do it. Should I do it?
I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Let me see. Let me think a future matchup of the Vikings when they'd play the 49ers. Yeah. I'm going to go with the Vikings.
Here's the thing.
The Giants could do it, though.
The Giants.
It's hard to beat someone twice in one season.
Here's the thing with the Giants. They're well coached. But
this is the first Daniel Jones playoff game. Oh, man.
But the lack of weapons on the offensive side in the playoffs is concerning. Without the requisite wide receiver talent, I don't think the Giants will be able to score enough points to stay in the game with the Vikings. That's my prediction. Vikings, I'm not sold on them, but they're at home. They have the talent. Kirk Cousins has won a playoff game before. So I believe that the Vikings will win this game. It'll be close. I think the Vikings will prevail.
He did?
Huh?
Kirk Cousins won a playoff game before?
Yeah, they beat the Saints that one year. They went into New Orleans.
Oh, wait. No.
You don't remember?
What year was that?
I think that was, I think it may have been 2020 or 2019. It may have been 2020, 2019. Okay. But he went into New Orleans. This was the year that the 49ers went to the Super Bowl.
Oh, okay.
Remember the Lamar Jackson MVP year? Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, so I think they'll do it. Okay, so then we have Ravens and Bengals, and I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals on this one.
Okay, these games kind of weak this week. I'm not
They
gonna
are.
lie.
They
I'm
are
looking.
weak. They are weak. Go Ravens and Bengals. I'm gonna go Bengals, and I don't think Lamar Jackson's gonna play.
No, I don't.
And the Ravens don't have enough offensive pieces, in my opinion.
And the Bengals clearly are on a mission this year.
Yeah. So we have the final game of the Super Wild Card Weekend, Monday night game on ESPN. Troy Aikman, Joe Buck going to be announcing the game. It's a big game. Cowboys versus Buccaneers. Tom Brady. It might be a swan song. Last game ever. You never know.
Nah, he's playing next year. He's playing it for sure.
Against the Dallas Cowboys. What an epic matchup. It's going to break records.
I remember back in week 1 of last year, but after the game, Dak told Tom Brady, "We'll see you again." And lo and behold, a year later, year and some had changed later. Here we are. I know everybody. Oh, I know. I'm in the Cowboys Twitter streets. You know, I'm tapped in with the fandom, and everybody. The morale isn't high around Cowboys Nation for this game. It's not high. In the media, everyone has us losing.
What?
They have.
Stop it. Y'all are 2.5 favorites.
We're 3 point. I thought we were 3-point favorites. We opened up as 3-point
Okay,
favorites.
y'all the favorites. What do you mean?
But
Nobody has you winning.
Who in the media picked the Cowboys to win?
I didn't watch the media.
Exactly. I don't watch them either. But
then how do you know? How do you know this?
Because everybody, the sentiment. Okay, I didn't see the predictions, their actual. But they've been for these past few days, ever since that Commanders game, they've been saying, "Oh, it's the same old cow," or to say they one and done this and one and done that.
But that don't mean that they're not picking y'all to win or lose.
You know that they're not picking us to win. Come on, be for real. But anywho, Cowboys fan, I want y'all to look me in my. I want y'all to look me in my eyes when I say this. I am tired of this fan base with this defeatist mindset. Y'all threw the game away a week before it even started. Oh, everybody wants to say, we the same old Cowboys, the same stuff. No. I'm going to be the one man to stand on this hill, and I will stand with my sword in hand, coming at anybody that is getting chopped up. I will be the one man lone dying on this hill. And if we go out bad, you could blame me for it. I'm wearing the cursed jersey, even though the last time I wore it, we won. But this is the cursed jersey. Every time I wear these in the playoffs, we lose. But I'm declaring today, we do something we've never done before. We make history in the Cowboys. We make Cowboys history. 0-8 against Brady. Unacceptable. We're also 0-8 on the road in playoff games since 1996. This seems like the perfect Monday to change it up, huh? In my opinion. And you know, I'm gonna give you an interesting stat. We've never lost back-to-back games this year.
Okay.
And you know, we've been counted out. This ain't the first time we've been counted out. After week 1, what did they say, Aaron? Oh, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
Pretty
We
much.
might as well look for the draft. We lost badly to Brady. And we ain't got no QB now.
Yeah.
Went on a 4-game win streak. Then they said, okay, wait till you play a real team like the Eagles because, you know, the Cooper Rush hour is over. Okay, we lost. Oh, yeah, we got the Cowboys. Now they done. Then we went to Detroit the next week with our QB that's fresh off injury against that powerhouse offense. It made them look average. They looked average. Then we go to Chicago. Oh, Justin Fields, they going to run all over that D. We beat them too. 2-game win streak. Oh, then we ran into Aaron Rodgers. You got us that time. Y'all got us. Y'all got us right there. Y'all got it. We blew a lead. We blew a lead. They got us. We had like a little double-digit lead, but they got us. Aaron Rodgers, he just owns it. I don't know. Then they're like, oh, yeah, man, same old Cowboys. Can't beat Aaron Rodgers. They said, wait to watch what Minnesota doing to him. Top 2 seed in the conference. 40-3. Wait, hold on. Something ain't right. Beat a top 2 seeded team 40-3? Where they do that at? Okay. Then we go on another 4-game win streak. Go to Jacksonville. Losing a heartbreaking performance, heartbreaking manner. Blow a 17-point lead, I believe. Come back the next week against the Texans. Oh, no. The Texans game was before that. My bad. Then it was y'all lost to the Trevor Lawrence, Doug. Y'all got the Eagles coming up Thursday. Oh, y'all going to put up 40 points against the top 3 defense with the trash QB. Trash QB scored 40 on the top 2 defense. Wow. I wonder how often that happens. Go on another 2-game win streak. Up until we meet the Commanders, we lose. But this is the perfect time to go on a 4-game win streak. I'm not saying we're going to do it, but it's certainly a good time. And now this team is not ignorant to adversity. The adversity has been the model the entire season. Every time they counted us out, we've shown up. We just need one game. We need one good performance to change the narrative. All of them picks Dak threw doesn't matter if we win Monday. All of the losses, they don't matter if we win Monday. Everyone is 0-0. Anybody can beat anybody. It's the playoffs. We've seen the story a bajillion times. No one thought the Bengals was going to the Super Bowl last year. Did you think they was going to the Super Bowl last year?
No.
Exactly.
Oh, boy.
So let's not pretend that we know what's going to happen. The NFL has done a lot of trickery in these past few years. So I'm picking. It's against my better judgment. I really want to pick Brady here because the history and it's just like it's Tom Brady, but I'm picking the Cowboys Monday. I'm standing on this hill and I'm picking the Cowboys.
Okay. Well, you said something in that whole soliloquy of yours. I guess.
Drink some water after that.
I guess you could say motivational speech that you were giving to your team, I assume. You mentioned Aaron Rodgers owns you guys. Well, you know who owns the Cowboys more? Tom Brady, because he's never lost to the Cowboys. At home, on the road, it doesn't matter. Tom Brady is 7-0.
8-0.
8-0 against the Cowboys. Ain't that something? As old as he is, he hasn't lost to the Cowboys yet. Week 1, as old as he is, couldn't move the ball down the field. The offense was anemic. But yet again, he beat the Cowboys. Ain't that something?
Yep.
But here you are in Cowboys blue, wearing a Dak jersey, saying that we gonna beat the Tom Brady on the road when you haven't won a road playoff game since, what was it, 95?
96.
96? I wasn't even born yet. You weren't even born yet. Man.
You know what else is?
What?
Mike McCarthy and Kellen Moore, your job is on the line. I don't care what Jerry said yesterday. Oh, we believe in Mike and we would love to have him back. No. He's feeding you bull. He's trying to make you feel comfortable so you can, if I lose this game, you're done if you lose this game.
We love our guys, you know.
Yeah, we like our guys, and we like no, it's over. It's over for you. It's curtains if y'all lose.
And you're not.
And it's curtains for you, Dak, if you lose. This jersey is going in the garbage.
And you're not getting Sean Payton, Cowboy fans. So I don't know. Even if they fire Mike McCarthy, guess what? You're gonna get Dan Quinn as the new head coach. So we're gonna get Sean Payton. Oh my God, pom-poms ready? No, it's gonna be Dan Quinn. So either or, you're screwed.
Coming from a Packers fan, that's ironic, but okay.
Hey man, I read it.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, man. Even win, lose, whatever, we get D-Hop in all.
At least
season,
we win playoff games, y'all don't win nothing.
What playoff game y'all won last year?
Okay, that was last year.
Oh. Y'all couldn't even win the game to get in the playoffs.
We get the championship games at least. We've been to a championship game in the past 20 years. Where have you guys been at?
The same place the Packers been
No
when they lost in
round,
the same place the Packers end up when they lose, the couch.
You guys don't even know what a championship game is. You've never tasted it. You never even
Not my generation.
You haven't even sniffed the Super Bowl. Sniffed it. We've won it.
Let me tell you something. You know what else is interesting?
What?
Let's be real. Let's think numbers here for a second.
Okay, let's think numbers. I thought you weren't a numbers guy. You don't like numbers.
I'm not talking about numbers as in stats.
Okay.
Imagine how much views a Cowboys and Eagles game will get in the second round of the playoffs.
That's very interesting. That is very interesting.
If I'm the NFL, I'm looking at it just like this. Okay, we know the Cowboys, their role is they suck and they get bounced in the first round. But look how much money we'd earn if we let's just have a rematch. A third battle where both the QBs are healthy, well, partially healthy, but starting QB versus starting QB at Philly to go to the next round.
but
That would be a fantastic narrative.
that would be a fantastic.
No one cares
narrative.
about Tom Brady
But
anymore.
you know what? I can spin it around to you with the whole Tom Brady thing and how Tom Brady, he's up there in age. He's the clock is not on the side. Father Time knocking on the door. But yet again, the old man still prevails, wins a playoff game, might make a run to the Super Bowl again. The GOAT himself, Tom Brady, arguably the most known player in the NFL as of right now. That can make a lot of ratings
No,
too.
it wouldn't.
Yes,
It would be a terrible
No,
story.
it wouldn't. No, it would not. No, it would
That's
not.
a terrible story.
But you know what? Regardless, it's the playoffs. They're gonna make money anyway. They're gonna have ratings anyway. So all that chit chatting you saying right now, it is wish-wash. It is washed. Because at the end of the day, I have.
Of course, you go and pick the Buccaneers. Everybody else is.
I'm gonna have to go with.
I will say, bet the spread for the Buccaneers. I will say.
I'm gonna go with the Cowboys.
Oh no! You are not. Pick the Buccaneers right now.
With that being said,
No. We not get no. Pick the Buccaneers right now. Stop it.
I'm gonna go.
He know he's trying to jinx us. I know what he's not. See, nah, man.
Oh
pick
my God.
the Buccaneers right now because you know we're gonna lose.
Oh man, you're making me cry right now. Crying, laughter, joy right now.
This man trying to put If we lose, it's his fault. Now it's his fault if we lose.
All right,
it ain't my fault.
Okay, I'm gonna be serious. I'm gonna pick I'm gonna pick the Cowboys this
Oh
game.
my goodness.
And reason why is because first of all, Tom Brady's not invincible. He's lost in the
That is
playoffs the past few years. He lost to the Titans. He lost to the Rams. He's beatable. Dude is old. The offense is horrific. Come on now. You guys have the pass rush. The offensive line isn't great.
And we getting guys back
Todd
on
Bowles.
defense.
Todd Bowles is not Bruce Arians. Todd Bowles is not the greatest coach in the world. The defense for the Buccaneers is not that great. There's no excuse. The Cowboys should win this game, and I think they'll win this game. If they lose this game, if I'm wrong, I'm happy. But at the end of the day, I don't see them losing this game, even though they haven't won on the road since '96. I think that this is a great time, a great opportunity for the Cowboys to finally nip that in the bud and win a road playoff
And get that
game.
monkey off your back. Like Brady and Rodgers is the monkey on our backs. We need to get that. We need to pull at least one monkey off.
And Dak Prescott will finally get his second playoff win.
You know what's funny? If you look at the history, every other year we go to the playoffs since like that Seattle game back in like 2008, we win. We lost in 2008, went back in 2014 and beat Detroit. Then we lost to Aaron Rodgers. Then 2016, we went back, lost to Aaron Rodgers again. 2018, we went back and we beat the Seahawks. Then we lost last year. This year is the year we have to win the game.
Oh, look, this guy, right? Typical Cowboys fan, coming up with these scenarios of reason why they should win. Just can you just be objective for once instead of?
I'm
going
literally
off of-
bringing up facts. What did I say that was wrong?
That's ridiculous. You could talk about the players, talk about the coaching staff. You gonna bring up that as your argument?
I did
Really?
bring up the players.
Really? That's what we doing?
the players' jobs are
my
in
God.
jeopardy, and the coaches. That's why they better go out there and win and play the best football we've seen all year. If you can put up 40 points against the Eagles, you can put up 40 points against the Buccaneers. There's no excuse.
They're not putting up 40.
I know they're not.
So
If the score is probably gonna be somewhere like 20-23 or something stupid like that.
well, yeah, I have the Cowboys winning this game.
Take the Bucs spread, please.
I'm gonna be objective about this. I just don't see the Buccaneers
Vegas is
winning.
trying to take people's money when they bet on the Cowboys -3. Take the Bucs points. Take the Bucs spread.
Well, that'll do it for Super Wild Card weekend picks. Let's see. Let's go to.
Now we have to go to the inferior sport to wrap this up.
Actually, before we go, there was a list,
Oh, brother.
an all-pro list by the players, and it was very interesting. I'm gonna pull it up. I
don't want it.
You don't want it? I know you don't want it because you're not gonna like it. So I want to talk about this though. Let me find it real quick.
Of course, the players that got locked up by number 7 ain't gonna vote for him. Duh.
Let's see if I can find it.
How you
real
lock
quick.
up 2 top 10 receivers and not get on the list? Okay.
That's here or there, huh? Okay. Let me search it up on Twitter.
Slay was on. Man, I ain't gonna say what Slay was doing these past 5 weeks.
Let's see here. Let me see if I can find
Slay. He just got mad respect. That's all.
Okay.
Everybody loves.
Here
Slay.
we go. So the all-pro first team. This
Players
was
edition.
voted by the players. The guys that actually play the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
the CTE ballers. Yeah.
So yeah, see this guy right here. You know, he's trying to discredit people that actually play the game of football and that are actually playing it right now. But that's here or there. So anywho, let's go. And the quarterback is Patrick Mahomes, as expected. He's the MVP. Running back, Josh Jacobs. I think that's fair. I think he has the most rushing yards in the league, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's either him or Derrick Henry. I'm not mad about that.
I feel sorry for whatever team is gonna pay him $20 million a year.
Yeah, that's crazy. No way. He's $20 million. No way.
Because he got paid 18.
Yeah, and look what happened to your team.
Exactly. The team is going to pay for that.
No way. That'll be asinine. That'll be insane.
NFL teams aren't smart.
Okay, well. And then the fullback, Kyle Juice
check.
Yeah. It's a fullback, but he's a nice fullback. Wide receivers, Justin Jefferson, Devontae Adams. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm not mad at it, even though, I'm a Tyreek Hill guy, but I understand Devontae Adams had like 14 touchdowns, 1,500 yards. Playing with Derek Carr as your quarterback. And then Jarrett Stidham.
Yeah.
And then you have Josh McDaniels as the head coach and the play caller. I can see why they'll put him at first team. Then Justin Jefferson, 1,800 yards, 7 touchdowns. Come on now. Let's be for real. Let's go tight end, Travis Kelce. He's been the best all year. Sensational left tackle, Trent Williams.
They only have one tight end?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
Trent Williams.
That makes sense. Either him or Andrew Thomas should have made it.
No. Andrew Thomas? No.
Why you say that?
No, he's been good, but there's been times where he's been getting cooked.
Oh.
Andrew Thomas. I forgot who was the other lineman that was playing.
Darisaw was one, but I don't know his health.
I think Lane Johnson.
That's a right tackle.
Right tackle, excuse me. Left guard, Joel Bettino from Cleveland. Center, Jason Kelce. Not mad about that. He's been not mad about that. Right guard, Zach Martin.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Second, top 2 linemen in the league is Zach Martin and Lane Johnson.
Yeah, and then right tackle, Lane Johnson.
Yeah.
No question.
No debate.
Edge rusher, Nick Bosa.
Sure, he's the
Myles
defensive player of the year.
Garrett.
Myles, listen, I like Myles Garrett, but didn't he miss games?
I don't know how many games he missed.
Micah should have been on there. Point blank, period. Leads the league in pressure. Like, come on, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Interior
Gets held in nearly every play. But okay.
Interior defensive line, Chris Jones, who's been really good this year. But this one surprised me. Aaron Donald.
I would have put the D lineman D tackle that plays for the Dolphins. He broke. I think he led the league in tackles.
He's been sensational this year.
Yeah.
I thought Quinnen Williams.
Oh yeah, true.
I was like, no Quinnen Williams?
Aaron Donald's been hurt.
Yeah, he missed 6 games.
I thought you could only miss 5 games to even get voted.
He's played 11 games, I think it is, right?
Oh.
And so
I thought you needed okay, whatever.
And I'm like, I get it, reputation. He's actually played well this year, but the defense hasn't been really good. He's missed 6 games. Quinnen Williams he played most of the games. He's been very effective when he was playing, and I just feel like he deserves that spot in the first team. So I don't get that.
Like I said, it's not official, so who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Nose tackle. This one I definitely agree with. Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
He's been the best defensive player on the Giants by a mile. It's no question about it. Every time I turn on the TV screen and watch the Giants, he's always making a play. So that makes a lot of sense. Off-ball linebacker. Fred Warner, Roquan Smith.
Sure.
Roquan he's been
very
valuable for the Baltimore Ravens.
Probably why they gave him that big old contract.
That's the reason why, because before he came there, the Ravens defense wasn't that great. But then he shows up, top 5 in the league. So, yeah, well-deserving. Fred Warner, he's the best middle linebacker in the NFL. Well-deserving for that. Cornerbacks, this one is controversial. Patrick Surtain and Darius Slay.
They so lucky J.C. Horn was hurt.
Man, no Trayvon Diggs.
It's cool.
It's cool.
It's not official. Why do I care?
These are the players.
Okay.
This is how the players feel about Trayvon Diggs. He's not even first team. What does that say about Trayvon Diggs?
You know there's only 2 corners that can make first team, right?
Yeah. And he's not on the first team.
Okay.
You keep saying he's the best corner in the league. But he can't even make first team on the players list?
I mean,
isn't that kind of crazy?
I don't know who's voting. You know, it may be someone he locked up. I don't know. They might got a vendetta against him.
Okay.
Bet Justin Jefferson, he ain't gonna vote for Trayvon Diggs after getting held to 33 yards. Ask Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase about that boy. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right. Fair enough. Free safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Strong safety, Derwin James.
It makes sense.
Yeah. Kick returner, Cordell Patterson. Yeah. Punt returner, Kevontae Turbin.
Nope.
You said nope. Who would be the punt returner?
Someone that's not him.
I don't know who it would be.
Because he fumbled. How many? He fumbled like 3 punts this. Heck no.
I don't know who it would be.
He let that Pro Bowl get to his head. He needs to lock in. Because if you fumble a punt against the Buccaneers, I'm going to run on the field myself.
Yeah, so then it's like...
I'm lying, NFL. I will not be attending the game. Please do not ban me.
Yeah, I don't really care about these other guys. I mean, the kicker that they chose was Jason Myers. I have him in my fantasy. He's pretty good, but I'll probably go Justin
Daniel
Tucker.
Carlson.
I'll probably go like Daniel Carson or Justin Tucker on that one.
Or Brett Maher.
He
been money this year.
Yeah, he has for a good while. But anywho, that's the list. And just no Trayvon Diggs, no Micah Parsons. It's very interesting in the first team.
This is hate. This is just pure Cowboys hate.
Yeah,
they voted Kevontae Turpin, but not Michael. Okay,
hey, man, that's the players. That's what they think. That's not me. That's not the media.
Hope they get. Well, Micah just tweeted like a little over hour. He said, let me pull it up right quick. He said, man, I'm in playoff mode. F that list. Congrats to those that made it, though. They deserve it. Hey, that's the attitude I like to see. We locked in. Forget that list.
Okay.
Surprised they even on social media anyway, but whatever.
Okay, so, anywho.
Mike, I need 5 sacks on Monday.
Not happening.
Yeah.
Not happening. But anywho, let's see here. Oh, let's talk about other stuff that happened in NFL. Cardinals fired Steve Keim and Kliff Kingsbury.
Good.
Yeah, it was about time. Kyler Murray, he was fed up with Kliff Kingsbury. You remember when he said, "Our what is he? He said something to the realm of our game plan is fucked or something like that."
Yeah,
Something to the realm of that. Schematically, we're effed up. That was hilarious. Definitely meme worthy. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, college football playoffs, the championship game. Worst championship game ever seen. Turned it off during halftime when they went up 37-7. Just completely awful.
Back to back though.
Yeah, back to back, but at the expense of our entertainment. 65-7, such a disgrace. TCU, you should be banned from the college football playoffs for at least 2 years. At least 2 years.
Big 12 is just bruh.
And then Oklahoma and Texas, they're gonna go to the SEC. Oh, good luck with that. Good luck, because this is what's gonna look like in the SEC when you face Georgia, when you face Alabama, when you face LSU, because it is not going to be pretty. So, yeah, that was horrible. Stetson Bennett, he did his thing. I don't know why people be betting on these college football games, bro.
I don't believe in betting on college athletes.
The man, Jalen, who we had on the show, he bet.
That episode didn't see the.
No. There was one. Remember the first one we had on Zoom.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Second
There
episode.
was a second one we did, but the audio was all messed up. So and then I lost the some of the footage because the camera, the SD card messing up. But anywho, yeah, he bet on the game. He had like 60 yards for, I think his name's Quentin Johnson, who's a stud. He had Max Duggan. He bet like 225 yards plus passing. I'm like, bruh. Dude, I learned my lesson. The only time you should bet on like college football game, number one, I think is the bowl games, and if you know that the team is going to be a high scoring game. Like Alabama with Bryce Young in them, that's a good one to bet. And then the USC game with Caleb Williams, because you know it's going to be high scoring. That was another one that was going to be good. But besides that, no. So that was, I don't know what he was thinking on that one. And whew, if you would have bet like the spread, like 22.5 or something for Georgia, man, you would have made a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because, oh my gosh, 65-7 is atrocious. All right. Let's go to the NBA. And let's go to...
Fun fact.
Yeah, what we got to say?
There are currently 55 players averaging over 20 points per game this year.
Damn.
And the all-time record is 31.
Wow.
That just tells you about this stat-inflated era of hoops that we're living in right now.
Wow.
55?
Let's talk about something that happened, I believe it was last week. And it was, I think it was the return, the first, like, fan voting returns, right?
Oh,
the
All-Star?
results. Yeah, the results for the All-Star game. And this was interesting. So, in the Western Conference, the leading vote getter was LeBron James, of course.
Big surprise.
Yeah,
No
big surprise. I'm talking about the front court, and Jokic was second. Anthony Davis was third. Zion was fourth. Andrew Wiggins was fifth. Barely played a game.
I'm about to say, has he even been playing?
No, he hasn't. He just returned. Barely played a game. Hasn't really. First of all, it was atrocious that he made the All-Star game last year. Doing it again, like getting
fifth.
fifth.
That finals performance?
The fifth.
I don't know.
No, bro. No,
Oh,
bro.
no, man.
And you know what? I don't even want to get to that. I don't want to debate that. But the fifth most votes for in the front court in the Western Conference, he's barely played and hasn't put up All-Star numbers. This is ridiculous. And this is Laker fans and Warrior fans, they vote a lot. And they vote for the most absurd players. And we're going to get to that later. Then we have Paul George at 6, who's barely played. Like, he's been in and out of the lineup as well, and he's the 6th spot. Come on now. 7th spot, Larry Marketing. I feel like he should be higher. He's been, bro, you look at his efficiency. It's been off the charts. I think he's shooting like 40% from 3, 53% from the field, averaging 24 points. He's the most improved player in the league.
Yeah.
Draymond Green, he shouldn't be on this list. Kawhi Leonard, who's barely played.
Bruh.
And then Kevon Looney, who, come on. Kevon Looney? Like, what? Warrior fans are ridiculous. They're just ridiculous. Then we're going to go to the guard position. Stephen Curry, he's been out for like over a month, but he just came back. I'm not mad because before he got injured, So, let's go back to the guards in the West. We have Luka Doncic in number 2. I feel like he should be number 1. The way that he's been playing, he should be number 1, but I'm not mad at it. John Moran, number 3, as expected. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander at 4.
People starting to notice.
Yes, they started to notice. I like it because he's been hooping. He's averaging like 30 a game. I like it. Klay Thompson at 5. He's been hooping recently, but
Been on the uptick.
Russell Westbrook at 6.
Okay, let's just abolish the voting systems.
This is nasty. Damian Lillard at 7. He should be higher. Devin Booker should be higher. He's 8. Austin Reeves. Come on, bro. First of all, no De'Aaron Fox.
That
is disrespectful. No Sabonis in the front court. Disrespectful. Those guys deserve to be on the list. Those guys are all-stars. No question about it. So, seeing Jordan Poole, Austin Reeves, Russell Westbrook in the top 10.
Bad for business.
Fans are just atrocious. But, anywho, let's get to the Eastern Conference. Let's go to Kevin Durant. He's number 1. Not surprised.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Giannis. I feel like he should be higher, but it is what it is. I mean, I'm not really mad. The top 4 is interesting. Joel Embiid is number 3, and then Jason Tatum's number 4. Now, those 4 guys right there, it'll be interesting to see who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, because those 4 guys are in the MVP conversation. They've been hooping. Jason Tatum, he's been hooping. Joel Embiid, he's really been hooping. Giannis, we already know Giannis. He's just the other day he had 55 points, near triple-double. And then Kevin Durant, he's been playing out of his mind.
KD,
yeah, but he suffered an injury, MCL sprain. He's gonna be out for a month, so that's gonna hurt his MVP chances. But he's been tremendous as well. And then on the 5th spot, Jimmy Butler. I don't know how I feel. I haven't really been watching Miami Heat games, so I can't really tell you. I guess that's okay.
Yesterday, he deserved it after that.
Yeah, after that performance, he carried his team. He carried his team on that one. I think they hit a franchise record for the most made free throws in a row.
I thought it was an NBA record.
Oh, that was an NBA record?
40 in a row?
Something like that. It's like 44 in a row. That's crazy.
I think that's an NBA record.
Wow. Okay, then we go Pascal Siakam. He's been playing out of his mind, Pascal Siakam. Well, he deserves to be.
I think I heard something. They said the Raptors are willing to trade their pieces.
Their core pieces. And do you really want to pay Fred VanVleet? I don't know if I want to pay him that money. So I could really
trade for OG if I'm the Bucks. I'm like, yo, we need OG.
I don't know if they gonna trade him to the Bucks. Yeah, that's like. Then we have Kyle Kuzma.
A Wizard made the list.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about. I mean, he's been good. He's been good this year. So I guess I'm not gonna be too mad.
Wizards are finally losing again. Let's go. Let's keep it up.
I guess I'm not gonna be too mad.
The Wembanyama dream ain't dead.
Pablo Banchero, I think he deserves it. He's been hooping this year. He's averaging like 20. Clear-cut rookie of the year so far. Then we have Nick Claxton. Shameful.
The problem is Bojan ain't on the
Nick
list.
Claxton, really? Like, let's pump the brakes. What are we doing?
I ain't even recognize that. I watched some Nets game. I'm like, that's Nick Claxton
Because
he cut his hair.
Yeah, no, that's. What are they doing? What are these people doing? Jared Allen, number 10. He's missed some games, but whenever he's in the game, he's produced. So I guess you could say number 10 isn't too bad. I can't really think of anybody else that should take his spot. So I guess Jared Allen is okay. Let's go to the guards. Kyrie, Donovan Mitchell,
Okay.
James Harden at number 3. Jaylen Brown at number 4. Trae Young at number 5. Trae Young, I guess. He's been inefficient. He's been very inefficient. He's been selling a lot of people on them parlays, I could tell you that. But off accounting numbers, I guess. DeMar DeRozan. You like what? Oh,
Keep going.
DeMar DeRozan.
I'm not gonna react until I hear the name. I'm thinking of.
LaMelo Ball. Okay. Tyrese Halliburton.
Why is he so low? He should be in the top 5.
Yeah, Tyrese Halliburton. That's just disgraceful. He should be in the top 5. He's been playing out of his mind this year. He's been tremendous. He's an all-star this year. His efficiency, his assist. I don't know what his assist to turnover ratio is, but I don't think he turns the ball over a whole lot. He just does it all. And the fact that he's only 8, maybe it's because he's Indiana.
Yeah, probably.
But he deserves to be higher. Shame on you fans. Number 9, Derrick Rose.
Huh?
I know. Every year he's always in that top 10 because people love Derrick Rose. Yeah, that just makes no sense. Number 10, Darius Garland. He should be a little bit higher. That's crazy. He hasn't played a whole lot, but he's still been pretty good. I think that he deserves to be a little bit higher. I don't know if there's anybody else that I'm missing off of this that should be on the list, but
I'm surprised Jalen Brunson ain't on there.
That is a great question because I think Jalen Brunson, he should deserve. He's been playing out of his mind this year, and also Julius Randle. He should be over Nick Claxton.
Yeah, probably.
He should be over Jared Allen.
But shoot, you see what he just did the other night?
Nah, but he's been averaging. He's been going off.
Yeah.
He's been really playing out of his mind this year. So I think he should be in the top 10.
Probably.
It's surprising that he's not in the top 10 over like Jared Allen and Nick Claxton. So yeah, that's the fan voting returns. I will vote eventually, just not right now. I'm gonna wait until maybe the final week of voting, and then I'll give my.
Ain't that when it's like double or something is worth more?
Yeah, so I'll wait until the final week to cast my vote, and yeah, we'll just go from there.
Did the NFL release the Pro Bowl roster? Oh, actually, they did.
They did a while back. So
who cares though?
Yeah, who cares?
It's flag football.
Let's go to an update. Anthony Davis.
Davis is back. Well, he's on his way back.
So, Anthony Davis. There was a report that came out that they are going to ramp up his sort of workout, whatever, and get him ready to return. And this is a perfect time because the schedule right now is brutal. It is we need him desperately because Austin Reeves is out for 2 weeks. Lonnie Walker is out for 2 weeks. So we're banged up. LeBron James coming back Thursday. We need Anthony Davis if we're going to be able to get in the playoffs. And it's about damn time. The Lakers, they were just on a 5-game winning streak. LeBron James is out. They playing the Nuggets. So, unfortunately, they're going to have to lose. And so, it's a good sign. But I'm going to say this. I'm going to look in the camera right now. Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, get a trade done. Stop holding on to these picks that will be worthless in 2027 and 2029. Get the job done. Get Bojan Bogdanovic. Get Miles Turner, whatever good center you can. Give LeBron help. Because a healthy LeBron, a healthy AD in this cupcake Western Conference right now, are you kidding me? With those two, imagine Miles Turner and Bojan on the Lakers. They're a title contender. Right? Thomas Bryant's been playing out of his mind. Lonnie Walker has been playing pretty well. Austin Reeves has been playing pretty well. Russ, now I don't think Russ will be on the roster if we trade for those two guys. But
do you really need Miles Turner if you got Thomas Bryant?
We do, because Anthony Davis' health.
Okay.
I think that if you want to preserve his health and make sure that he's available when you need him in crucial moments, especially in the playoffs, you have to have that insurance. So that's why the Clippers.
All-Star break coming up. The time is ticking.
That's what the Clippers are doing with Kawhi. That's what they've been doing with Paul George.
Clippers stink.
They do, but they're still in the playoffs, still in contention. So I think we need to have somebody that, number one, can give you quality minutes at the center position, and that can also let AD rest, not have to put so much on the AD, and LeBron can still win games with. And I'm telling you, Jeannie Buss and Rob Pelinka, there's a report they're giving up too much if they're gonna give up Bev and Nunn and an unprotected first round pick for Bojan. Stop it. Come on now. You know what they're doing? They don't want to do that because they believe that next year they can get another star. And
they think Kyrie coming in the
for
offseason.
God's sake, the whole 3-star era is done with. Build a team around these two guys. Get quality depth that LeBron can win with. Because at the end of the day, having Kyrie with LeBron and AD and a bunch of 1-year minimum contract guys that aren't really that good, it's not going to get the job done. It's not going to move the needle. Get quality players that can fill certain roles that you need in order to win. Bojan, Miles Turner, those type of players, they're really good and can get you in contention in the Western Conference and possibly win you a championship. Because the Lakers been competing. They've been really good. They beat the Bucks. Remember when they beat the Bucks? And this is when we really couldn't shoot. We beat the Bucks. We beat the Denver Nuggets without Anthony Davis. We beat the Denver Nuggets twice. Think about that for a second. A team that's not really that good beat the Denver Nuggets twice and they're first in the West. Imagine if LeBron James had Bojan and Miles Turner, what they would do. Imagine that. So get the job done. LeBron James signed an extension for a reason. He had an interview with Sam Hammock, I think of The Athletic, where he pretty much talked about that. Pretty much talked about how essentially, he signed an extension, and I don't want to put words in his mouth, but pretty much get the job done. Get a trade done because he's 38 years old. The time is ticking, and if you want to win a championship, if you really want to win, like you said, you wanted to win, Jeannie Buss, you would get the job done. Get the job done.
No.
Yes.
Do not let him win. Stand your ground.
No, don't listen to this hater.
Stand your ground.
Tell
Tell LeBron to get it done if he's the GOAT.
He's a LeBron hater.
Tell LeBron and AD to get it done if they really likes that.
Don't.
Mr. I don't have to prove anything, Anthony. Tell him to suit up and get the job done.
He's not objective at all. He's a LeBron hater. He's always been a LeBron hater.
Tell him get it done.
Don't listen to him, Jeannie. Don't listen to him,
The squad
Rob.
is good enough. You got Russell Westbrook.
Anywho, let's get to let's talk about the MVP rankings real quick because
I have no clue.
There's been sort of a debate of who should be in like number one, right? Who should be top 3?
Realistically, it should be probably Jokic, but voters fatigue. So
here's the thing, because Jokic has been playing. He's been playing tremendous. I think he may have dropped a near triple double last night. I think against the Lakers, he may have dropped a triple double. Luka last night, he had like 40-something points. I don't know about the assist or the rebounds department, but I guarantee it was probably pretty high as well. So he's been. You could argue Luka is the MVP right now. He has the top 5 seed.
He's probably going to win it.
It's my top 3 right now would be probably Luka, Jokic, and
Tatum.
You said Tatum?
Yeah. As much as I don't want to put him there.
I'll probably.
Giannis has started to backslide a little bit.
I'll probably go Tatum for the simple fact that the Bucks have been losing recently.
Yeah.
But he's still carrying.
Giannis needs help.
He does. But yeah, those are
they the ones that need to make a trade. If the Bucks trade for Kyle Kuzma, they go into the chip.
I think it's very close between Luka and Jokic. And then I feel like after that, everybody else is sort of in the second tier. I think that Jason Tatum and Giannis are on the outside looking in. Now, I think Giannis more so is able to sort of creep up because he's carrying a team. He's still putting up godly numbers. I think Kevin Durant, he had the opportunity, but because of the injury, it's going to slide him back a lot. And then I think Joel Embiid, I don't think he's going to be able to get it because he has so much talent around him, and he's going to be missing games. So I think Luka and Jokic are neck and neck. It'll be interesting to see how the voters sort of vote, if they're still sort of in the same predicament that they are now, who they'll vote for. So that's my rankings. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. All
Pretty
right.
much.
That's the top 3. Okay. Thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, follow the socials as well. We're going to be posting more content, so stay tuned for that. And we will see you guys on the next video.
Hopefully with the Cowboys win.
Hopefully they don't. Peace,
Picked
though.
us to win. You'd rather be wrong than just to say that we lost. You're terrible.
Whatever. I said what I said. I'm objective, unlike somebody. But anywho, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
All I put my life in these sentences. Fucking right, it's either that or life sentences. I'm relatives with Benjamin. I used to give a fuck about my luck when I was innocent. Now what the fuck is up? I'm at your neck like a penalty, nigga. I need God.